What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are going to do something that I've wanted to do for a couple of weeks, but I just couldn't get there, and I think I finally, maybe, kinda sorta, might have figured it out. But we're gonna play some Jund Midrange. Lots of cool cards came out with Kaldheim that really make this possible. I don't think it was bad before, but I think there's some cool new pieces we can mess around with. So I definitely want to explore that a little bit, as it were. And I just think there's some neat interactions that this deck actually has, which is pretty cool. If you haven't, please help me out so much and hit that like button because that helps it get seen by more people. And remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because that helps me grow my audience, lets me know that you appreciate what I'm doing, and helps for the future. But for now, let's go take a look at this Jund Midrange list. So yeah, I settled on a lot of different weird numbers of cards here, and this is largely because there's a bunch of situations where like you need to pick off some early creatures from the red and white aggro decks right now, but then you also need to be able to like take down big things from the Sultai Ultimatum list while still progressing your own plan. So there's a lot of things you're having to dance around with right now, which is kind of tough. I think the only thing this deck doesn't have, which I would probably like, would be like one or two reasonable, like 2 copies of some recursive type card I think could be very good for this list. We don't have that right now. I'll have to explore that further in the future. But for now, we're playing 3 Bloodchief's Thirst just coming across the top here, being pretty versatile. I do like having these types of options available because randomly you run up against like the Tybalt stacks, you can still kill a Planeswalker, that sort of thing. So just having those options are nice. And it just, again, we're talking about killing those early creatures against like the red decks, the white decks. Like this is the type of card you want. Heartless Act, just kind of a catch-all. Valky, God of Lies. We can use both sides of it in this deck, so we do really like that. Scavenging Ooze. This card is becoming more and more important as the Rakdos decks start to find their way in the format. So, big fan of this card. Bonecrusher Giants, we all know what that is. Cultivate, just 2 copies. It's arguable we could play more, but I've kind of had to be real picky and choosy about what cards got space here. 3 Llanowar Visionary. Love this card, giving us extra cards, giving us mana, really filling a few different gaps there. Questing Beast. This is probably a spot we could mess around with. If this could become something that drew extra cards or something like that, might be a better choice. But for now, I'm running with 2 of them. Playing 4 Binding of the Old Gods. Playing 3 Goldspan Dragon. 1 Vivian Monsters Advocate. 2 Vorinclex, which also comes in great against several different Yorion builds and whatnot because they're using a lot of sagas. So this is good against that. A couple of Garruk Cursed Huntsman and 2 Great Hinge. It's very possible we could go with like an Ugin or something in this list as well, but I'm forgoing that for now. Feel free to mix them in if you want to. 1 Castle Locthwain, which we actually have gotten to use this a few times. 3 Swamps, 2 Mountain, 4 Forest, 4 of each of the pathways, 1 Ketria Triome, and 1 Inditha Triome. And the reason I have 1 of each of the Triomes is so when we use the Binding of the Old Gods, we can go get that extra black mana or extra red mana if we need it for some reason. So just, I know people are going to question, like, why are you playing those Triomes? Like, that's why. And then if you just don't need them, you can cycle them. So having a little extra option there is not a bad thing. Anyway, let's go hop into the arena and watch some games. Alright, let's find a Questing Beast deck. Oh, I wouldn't even be able to cast it. Never mind. Don't give me Questing Beast. I'd be a green short. Man, if they have Extinction Event, playing this Bone Crusher would just hurt so much. I guess we just Valky. Valky, then I could shoot their Valky if they tried to play it. Alright, I guess we take Vorinclex. They don't really have a way to kill our Valky and get it back if we could draw land each of the next 2 turns. So, I mean, I guess that's a thing. Alright, they're just going to play Elspeth's Nightmare. Seems reasonable. Gets to kill that. Not a lot we were going to do about it one way or the other. They play Valky. Oh no! Come on, deck. Why? That would have been the time to play something useful. Alright, well now we just need an untapped land. Let's see what we find. Yep, get to take one of my removal cards. You now see that I've picked up a dragon. Man, I've just done bad drawing lands today, y'all. I am so sorry. That's definitely making some of these games less entertaining. Alright. I mean, sure. Opponent's just saying GG's. Man, we attack for 8. I guess we don't have a choice. Just get the damage in we can. Yep. Alright. Exile the graveyard. Seems good. Ultimatum? How bad is it? Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't the worst thing. Okay, they're just dead. Alright. Well, there you go. Beating a Yorion Ultimatum deck. Because that is a thing going on this weekend, and I don't know if I'm going to play, actually. We go first. I'm going to keep. I mean, we're probably just setting up the Scavenging Ooze to die. But even if this is like Tybalt's Trickery or something, there's a chance we draw a 4th land and we can use one of these against like an Ugin. Or even... Hey, Sam. Thanks. Or even if they just decide they want to... Or if they flip into the Prismatic Bridge, we do have an out. Nope, it wasn't that at all. This is a Fissure Wizard for a 2/1. Okay. I can remove that now? And attack? I mean... Sure? What's happening? Who plays Fissure Wizard? Is this... Oh, this is a party deck. Because they had Zagreus. I gotcha. Alright. Alright. I see what we're doing. Then I'm just going to let that go. I'm going to hold on to this Blood Chief's Thirst in case there's something just bigger than we can get. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to play yet. I'm still kind of toying with the idea. What is this? Wait. This is the Deathtouch card. Why is the opponent... What? Why? What? Oh, I get it. So they're playing Zagreus to give everything else Deathtouch. And then use the Hooded Blightfang. Alright. That is a long... It took me a while to connect those dots, y'all. That was a little bit of a mess. Okay. Yeah. Sure. That is something. Yeah, okay. Like, weird combination of things I did not expect I would see on stream today. Not gonna lie. Like, that is, Don't even know what to say about that. Like, it is a very eclectic mix of cards. Hey, Jericho became a supporter. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's 3 supporters today. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. I guess we put this on green? Maybe? Alright, I guess we just pass. I mean, we still have a couple of removal cards. I guess they're just playing a weird Deathtouch list. I mean, because Blightfang's good if you're playing Deathtouch. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why the Fissure Wizard and stuff was hanging out. We need our Planeswalkers, we need our Dragons, we need something. There's a dragon. It's like I just mentioned it and it appeared. Let's go ahead and use this, because we don't want Deathtouch things eating our stuff. We'll play a land, and then we'll attack. Alright, opponent's at 8. Their stuff has Deathtouch. Gosh dang it, opponent. Okay. Sure. Man, Binding of the Old God's so good. Like, I can't say that. I'm playing the card too, obviously. Like, I mean, it's good. Block and go to 9? Put you a 1/1 in the yard? I mean, I'm totally okay with it. Because, I mean, when they play their, like, Resurrection spell, we'll just go ahead and Heartless Act their 5/5. Lose my Bone Crusher Giant to whatever ground creature they get back. Oh, crap. It's Agadeem's Awakening. Oh, it wasn't. It was Thwart the Grave. Okay, that's less bad. It's bad, but less bad. Let's see what we draw first before we fire off this thing. Ooh, Scavenging Ooze. You're like a turn late. You could have been awesome. You could have been a contender. Alright, so I definitely don't want to show my opponent the Scavenging Ooze first. We'll just kill the 5/5. We'll see if the opponent wants to take 4. Probably don't. Maybe they do, and they value the Blight Fang highly. Alright, cool. And then I'm going to play this. And then we're going to eat a lot of things out of the opponent's graveyard. By a lot of things, I mean all the things. No more Resurrecty for you, opponent. Alright. Feel free. Creatures have Deathtouch. Ooh, alright, we gotta keep this. We gotta keep this. I mean, Bone Crusher gives us a 2 and 3 play, so we can't really complain too much about that. Ooh. This is just going to be straight up elves? This could be a problem. If they get a fast start, this could hurt. Alright. Good news is we can take down a War Master. So let's do that. Dealing the 2, because anything else that this could kill anyway probably dies to the Blood Chief's Thirst. So I'd like to save that if something bigger were to come up. Doesn't look like the deck cares what my plans are right now. So let's go ahead and kill that. The next turn, if we can, we'll try to Bone Crusher and Blood Chief's Thirst. Though we might have to kill a Planeswalker here. A Tyvar Kell, if that's what they play. Nope, Herald. Alright. Herald goes and finds something. Ooh, another War Master. Okay. Just Jaspara Sentinel. Alright, that's not great for us, but they didn't save that when they could have. So that's kind of an interesting choice. Alright. I'm going to use this to go ahead and kill the War Master if we get lucky. I mean, I assume they're going to play at least one elf here. Yep, Skimfar, makes sense. Can't block Herald, so we just got to take that to the dome. Kill that duder. Yep, they get a card, which is sad for us. I'm doing this instead of playing the Scavenging Ooze because it's just a more efficient use of our mana, and there's really nothing we could do with the Ooze here anyway. We don't have but one green. Though there are 3 creatures in the yard that may come into play later. We're hoping to get a red land, which I probably could have put this on red and anticipated dragon coming up. Discard 2 cards. Sure, we'll discard that and probably that. I know opponent's looking at your yard going, what the hell? Like, that's what you were sitting on? What you got for me, opponent? Realm Walker. Okay, cool. I mean, we will double tack, or double block, but there's a chance they just have another Herald anyway, but we weren't gonna not block. We're kind of in a tough situation as it is. Sadly, this has to go on red. And as much as I want to play Garrick there, I think I got to get ahead on this and just pay it. Hope they don't kill our dragon. Though I don't know, they could be more worried about our Scavenging Ooze. Who knows? Tyvar Kell's a pain, but we can at least fly over the top and attack it right now, so that's good. So we're not terribly worried about it. And the benefit is we can attack with the dragon, make 2 food or treasure, or make treasure that gets us 2 gold. Use that to play Garrick. And then Garrick can at least make 2 2s that we could block with. Oh, that land helps a lot, actually. Being able to get an extra life for the Scavenging Ooze is a big deal. Alright, so we get to kill a Tyvar Kell.
We took too many risks.
I am what they call me. We were born for the
Alright. Still not a win, but it's putting us in a better place. We need to kill the Realm Walker at this point, because that's going to be our real bugaboo, as they say. That's going to get us in trouble, so we got to find a way to get rid of that. Otherwise, I need to get 4 quality attack steps in, which I don't know if that's going to happen. Yep, Spara Sentinel. The good news is they have nothing, because we killed those early War Masters, they don't really have anything to push through on us with. So we're in a pretty good spot as far as that goes. Everybody at old Garrick. Alright. So, how do we want to kill stuff off here? We can block here. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. However we do it, still 2 3s either way. Block here. Opponent's gonna get a crap ton of cards by doing this, though. And then we have 4 getting through to Garrick. Is that correct? Okay. We'll remove that. Oh, I should have got 2 green. It didn't do that for me. Oh, it did do it for me. Fantastic. It's smart enough to know. Good deal. I'll get the other War Master. Just so there's no chance of those coming back from the yard or anything. Garrett gets 2 counters back. Opponent gets a bunch of cards. We put more food in the yard for the Scavenging Ooze. We got rid of the Realm Walker. Like, we did about everything we could that turn. I mean, we literally did everything we could. That was a serious blocking step. That was a case where people want to say, like, math is for blockers. It was that time.
We are the apex predators.
We are, Garrick. We are. You tell them. Yep, Spara Sentinel goes to blocking duties. Oh no, they have something crazy that's going to give it like Deathtouch or whatever? Oh no, just Village Rites. Okay. Wait, why not sacrifice the thing that's blocking? I don't have trample. Unless there was a concern I could give it trample, maybe. Alright, Garrick might be about to bail us out here, unless they have, like, Binding of the Old Gods or something. But even then, that ties up a big chunk of their mana for the turn, and then we're probably just going to start attacking with everything. Alright, Skimfar Avenger. Well, their danger now is that if they lose too many creatures, they could just die to their own Avenger. They may end up having a chump block with it. Yeah, you don't have a good attack here, opponent. We're just going to get a lot of life, eat a lot of things with this Scavenging Ooze. He is hungry. This Ooze is chomping down. We're going to get all the relevant things. I might even just eat a Tyvar Kel just so that can't come back. Because that's a scarier thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's just crack the other food too. We'll just do it all. And again, I eat a Realm Walker. Alright, that's everything we can do. We have an 8, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But if they do, then they just die to their Skimfar? No, because they would draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that, trade those. I think we just attack with... Yeah, I think we just attack with everything. I don't think the opponent has a real out there to not block. Especially if they block the dogs and Garrick's just going to go up anyway. They won't be able to kill it next turn. Okay, so they made roughly the safest block possible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're going to go to 1? Okay. I mean... This now means they can't lose a creature.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
Yeah, they just now got Skimfar'd themselves, I think. Yep, I think that's it. Like, we can block in a way that Garrick doesn't die, but even if we didn't, as soon as we block something, they die from their Skimfar Avenger. Unless they Extinction Event for even, but then they just die to our dragon. So what's going on here? This is a bunch of mana. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We ate most of the relevant stuff, so even if it's an Agadeem's Awakening, you can get 3 things. But again, they don't lead you to winning. Yep. Cool. Same situation. We're just playing with themselves a little bit here. Yeah, there you go. That is pretty cool. Thank you so much. We'll keep this. This could be bad for us, though, depending on what the opponent has. This might not go well. This does not look... Okay, this definitely is going to have to be on red anyway. Oh, so this is going to be rogues. I don't know how we're going to beat them. But I'm going to have to try to come up with a plan. I don't know what that plan looks like yet. But, we'll see. Alright, so I guess this means they've got blood, or the Enforcer. I could wait to kill the Enforcer, but truthfully, it doesn't do us any good to not be at least in somewhat of an aggro mode against them. So I'm going to play this. Yep, we knew there was a Thieves Guild Enforcer. At least here I feel like, okay, I can play Binding of the Old Gods, maybe get them to counter or something, open up the door for Vorinclex a little bit. I mean, because there is a point where we almost don't care about the combat element. Oh, they're just drawing. They're just spending mana the hard way. Oof. Oof, that's a big oof. I can't pass up the opportunity to just get to kill the Thieves Guild Enforcer, huh? That was actually a tough decision. Knowing the situation the opponent's in, like, dropping a Vorinclex there could have been kind of huge, but I don't know. Alright. Well, this is going to end up with a bunch of cards in our graveyard, unfortunately. Nope, of one mine. That's all we're doing here. Okay. So we've got 2, 4, 6 in the yard. Binding. Take out a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Attack. Try to play Vorinclex next turn. It probably doesn't resolve, but... I mean, we just keep moving forward, I guess. I mean, the opponent's plan might just be like double Soaring Thought Thief or something here. I don't know. Or leave Thought Thief plus... Man, I don't know. I'm wondering if I should try to get them to just counter Bone Crusher and something next turn. Maybe we like Cultivate and Bone Crusher and then see if we can sneak through the Vorinclex. Alright, sir. Ooh, they tapped out for a Blood Chief's Thirst. Nice. Nice. I don't hate that. Not gonna lie. Man, let us find another Bone Crusher Giant. That would be huge. You are not another Bone Crusher Giant. You know, I just realized I could have... I mean, I still can. We could play this and this and pretty much force the opponent to sit back next turn or find a removal and then roll in with Vorinclex. Because I'm a little concerned, like, if we tap out to play Vorinclex, they play, like, Soaring Thought Thief and Drown in the Lock. And then kind of what do we do in the following turn? Whereas here, I feel like we put a little more pressure on them. And we'll just see. Oh. Well. That's a different thing we can do. Keep them from getting stuff back. That gives them something they want to target, though. So, that's kind of okay. And our creatures are going to have Deathtouch next turn too, so that's relevant. All right, we're slowly trying to find a way. I mean, if they have another Blood Chief's Thirst. Oh wait, Low Mage's Domination. Okay, that's not great for us, but not bad either. I mean, they're obviously going to leave mana open, right? So I'm assuming they're on... Oh, no, they're not going to leave Drown in the Lock mana open. Ooh. Oh, man. Come on, let's find our own Blood Chief's Thirst. That is not a Blood Chief's Thirst. How do we feel about this, though? We still have multiple Blood Chief's Thirst left in the deck. Oh, alright. So if we play Vorinclex and attack, opponent blocks with our own Scavenging Ooze. They go to 5. We can play Garruk, make 2 2/2s, then come in with everything. Opponent's bare minimum gonna play Lurrus and get back Soaring or Thieves Guild Enforcer, right? Is there any way we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That doesn't do it. I was trying to see if there's a way we could cultivate. Oh, actually, we do have Visionary though, so we can actually cultivate and still play Garruk. Okay. I'm in. Let's do it. Then this forces the opponent's hand even more, so I'm in favor of this.
Leave me be and you'll escape with your life. Maybe. You cannot run or hide.
Now, if they have a Blood Chief Thirst, they're going to have to tap 4 mana to even just get rid of the Garruk, and then that leaves things a bit more open to attack on the ground. So let's see what they got. This is a tough spot, and their hand is loaded. I mean, we're basically top decking at this point. We've pulled all the mana out of the deck we can now. We're just trying to work around them having a Drown in the lock, which is very likely at this point. They might also, I don't know, if they have a Lull Mage, they can steal our Planeswalker, right? Oh, it's just creature. It's alright, that's less worrisome. End of the story. That's good. That's good. That's what we're looking for. Because if they land Drown in the lock, I think we're in good shape. Or not land Blood Chief Thirst. But yeah, that's not bad for us either. Yeah, that's a bad attack, I think. Because that just doesn't do anything. Because now we can just play Vorinclex, get rid of a creature. Oh, well, we have all that too, I guess. We just had all the things. We found a way to get there. Yeah, we'll eat our own ooze. Wow, that's cute.
You messed with the wrong woodsman.
Yep, and we have more than 8 that's going to get through here. Alright, cool. And we got a win against Rogues. Well, that was a bit surprising, but we got there. It actually turns out, it looks like we might have some decent game against the Sultai Ultimatum decks. I played a few more even off camera, and they seem to be good, but it's still a small sample size. Until I have more than like 12 to 15 games, it's going to be hard to really say. But if that's a big deck you're running into, maybe this is something you could play. Obviously, this is one that's very rare and Mythic heavy, but it does carry a lot of cards over from previous formats, so if you already have built a Jund deck, you may already have a lot of the parts for this one. And, you know, who doesn't want to try to Jund them out? We all want to do that, right? For today's card spotlight, this one's going to probably surprise some people, but Roiling Vortex. And the reason is the previously mentioned Sultai Ultimatum list, right? Because you're trying to get them to use Emergent Ultimatum. Well, if they do play the cards, they're going to be taking a 10 ball to the face, which is awesome. You don't really care about that. And it really works also if you need a sideboard option against the different adventure list. Because every time they play one, it's going to be 5 damage, right? We still see the Lovestruck Beast, Bonecrusher Giant, Brazen Borrower, right? These are still everywhere. So maybe this is a time to dig these out. If you play an arena that's probably been sitting around, you already have one you cracked and you probably don't even know it because you never stuck it into a deck. Now's the time to play it. You can thank me later. Also, don't forget, if you want this deck list, it'll be in the description down below, along with the links for my Facebook stream, my Twitch streams, but you can come follow me over on Twitter because I'm a fun follow. And if you're shopping with TCGPlayer or on Amazon, if you follow one of the links from the description, even if you don't buy the item that's linked, as long as you buy something within 24 hours of being on that URL, I'll get a small kickback and you'll help me out somewhat without spending any extra money. And finally, if you haven't, please, pretty please remember to like this video, hit that subscribe button and help me out, and then hit that notification bell so you get notified the next time I have a video up. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.